Dear friends, the coming elections presently present the perennial issue of church and state separation, and with its concomitant opposition to church involvement in politics. Our dual citizenship of both heaven and earth behoves us then to clarify what church and state separation does mean and does not. The idea of church-state separation is said to have started as a metaphor, to quote, wall of separation between the garden of the church and the wilderness of the world. This evolved into a wall of protection to shield the religious world against the abuses of the state. It then found its way to the Constitution of the US of A, and then subsequently to our Constitution, Article 2, Section 6, the purpose of which to shield religion from the tyranny of the state. The meaning, therefore, is that the state or government should not favor any religion over another. Hence, cannot force people into sectarian religious observance and or cannot punish anyone for his or her religiosity. It does not mean that people with religious motivations are banned from trying to influence government, or that government is banned from listening to them. A religious value is not inferior for the citizens to actively participate in the affairs of the state. Its purpose or significance is to secure religious liberty. This is the most sacred of human rights, religious liberty, and to prevent the state from exercising coercive authority over religions, so that the believer can worship without state interference. That is, to secure religious freedom from state oppression. Both church and state recognize mutual autonomy. Thus, in matters of administering the sacraments and personal salvation, even heads of state obey the church, while in matters pertaining to public order, even bishops obey the laws of the state. The church and state have common concern and coincidence of mission to serve the people. There is a unique capacity of the church or religious sector to help government in delivery of basic social services because of commitment to and experience with the poor in the church's various apostolates. Implicit in the following of Christ is preferential option for the poor. That is, that we look at issues, policies, etc. from the standpoint of the poor. Thus, critical discernment is needed for critical collaboration due to norms of moral law and gospel or kingdom values. There are various ways for people's participation in government. Number one, direct elections with availability of party list opportunities in a favorable multi-party system. Number two, people's initiative. Number three, referendum. Number four, system of recall. Number five, lobbying and or advocacy. The people are to constantly remind Congress of its duty to protect and promote the Constitution. That is, to make the Constitution a truly living and active document to transform the provisions into realities so as to assure the people that government, through its various branches and agencies, is deeply concerned about the interest and the welfare of the people. But when government becomes insensitive to the basic needs of the people, commits injustice almost anywhere and everywhere with impunity, then the people, after exhausting available remedies, they may take to the streets, the so-called parliament of the streets, so that their rights may be upheld. Thus, even civil disobedience may be resorted to as last resort. People are always to remember that man's obligation to God takes precedence over that of the state. Finally, the church as an organized beliefs can actually serve society and democracy in the following ways. One, provides source of moral understanding and strong moral character without which democracy cannot fully function. Number 2, mediates between citizens and government apparatus in order to provide an independent moral voice, thereby promoting freedom and reduce the likelihood of tyranny. Thank you for listening. Shalom.